She is going to make her debut at Radio City Music Hall, and she's going to be there from October the 22nd through the 27th. Hard to believe, but this is her, I guess I could say this, is down here on the card, she wouldn't mind, her 30th year in the entertainment business. Would you welcome Ann-Margret?
Yeah.
The years have been good to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I almost, the audience almost gasped when I said 30 years in the entertainment business, but you started when you were just a little teeny child.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Let's see, I started when I was about 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that put you around,
No.
No. When does a woman become middle-aged? I'm serious. Men, they say what? Is it 40, 45? Something like that. But what would it be for a woman? Because I don't consider you middle-aged.
I don't know. It varies, doesn't it? Hello, gentlemen.
Something I don't know about here? Has he been sexually harassing you? Good to see you again. It really is. You look marvelous. You really do. Now, I briefly said in your dressing room, you're going to go to New York on October the 22nd and play, I guess, one of the great presentation halls of all times in the world, Radio City Music Hall.
Yes.
First time you've done it?
Yes, it's the first time that I've played New York.
Yeah. Now, why does this hold such a... I know why, but tell the audience why this is kind of significant and holds a special place for you.
Well, first of all, I'm opening on my father's birthday.
Is your dad's birthday?
October 22nd. I know yours is the
23rd.
My
I follow 1 year, not 1 day later.
Yeah. And,
That's when you're middle-aged.
I guess that's true. Only one way to look at it.
here's how it started. When Mother and I came from Sweden, from a little village, you've heard all this.
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I know you're from Sweden, a little
village
in Sweden.
And it's a village called Valsjöbyn near the Arctic Circle. And Daddy had come here before us, and it was during the war. And it was very, very dangerous to cross the ocean because of all the submarines and everything. So he went on a cargo ship around. And it was 5 years before we could join him.
Right.
And...
so he came here first?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And we arrived on a big ship called the Gripsholm. And Daddy was there to meet us at the pier in New York City. And he had left when I was 1 year old. So Mom and I didn't speak a word of English, and Daddy took us around to all these different places. And I just couldn't believe it. Here I was from a little village with 150 people, and New York was just incredible. And we saw the Empire State Building and a couple of other places. Oh, I remember the Statue of Liberty and just being in awe of that. And then we went to Radio City Music Hall.
Right.
And, of course, I went in there, and I was overwhelmed. And then we saw a movie. Of course, Mother and I didn't understand a word of what they were saying.
You spoke no English?
No English at all, no. But then the stage show came on, and I just was floored. I had never seen anything like it. I just had never seen anything like it. And then there were the Rockettes.
The Rockettes?
I had never seen one lady look like that.
Right.
And there were 36 of them.
And they're still there. Not the same ones, of course.
I always remembered it. I always remembered it. It was just so exciting. Oh, and there was smoke coming out and animals coming out of things and symphony orchestras. And I always remembered it. And then in 1963, Bye-Bye Birdie premiered there. Mm-hmm. And so I took Mom and Dad there. And just before we went in, we looked at the marquee, and one of the names there was my name. And Mom and Dad and I looked at one another, and we had tears in our eyes. And then we went in and watched the movie, and then, of course, I could understand the words. And then the third time was 1978, They were going to close it down and make it into a parking lot. And so they called, and we did a... in fact, I was here promoting that, a Rockette, a television special, 2-hour special with Gregory Peck and Beverly Sills.
The same Radio City Music Hall?
Yes, Ben Vereen and the Rockettes and everything. And that was a television show that was 1978. And from that moment on, there's always been an act there.
Yeah. I can see why you'd be excited. I mean, to come here and not speak and then come back and see your name up above Radio City Music Hall.
It's incredible.
The reason you speak English so well is because you were so young when you came here. That's why you have absolutely no trace of Swedish accent, right?
Right.
Which is, can you still speak?
Ja, visst kan jag det.
What?
Vet du vad, jag tror att du är utmärkt. Förstår du mig?
Ja.
Vet du vad jag säger?
Humortidog.
Bara bra.
Does that mean anything?
Ja. It means how are you today?
How are you? Humortidog. That's all I know.
Men vet du vad, jag vill säga till dig igen.
Absolutely.
Jag tror att du är utmärkt.
I am, into our...
Jag tror att du är utmärkt.
It sounds so good. What does that... What does that mean?
I said, I think that you are outstanding.
Oh, good. It is so cheesy to fish for compliments, but why not? I've got to do something here, and then we're going to come back. You want to look? That was nice, huh? Vivant Sevelt. No, excuse me. The Agony of Defeat. Isn't that the guy who went over? Yes. Isn't that guy from Sweden? Yes. We want to welcome new Robitussin cough drops to the Tonight Show. Cough drops from the cough expert. These people right here.
Every dance class, every photo session, every step of the way, everything's led to this moment. In New York, let's do it.
At Radio City, Ann-Margret with the Rockettes for 8 shows only. Do it. Call Ticketmaster today.
We're back. Talking with Ann-Margret. You mentioned Bye Bye Birdie was 19. What year was that?
It came out in 63.
Now, before that, I think we touched on this before. You made a series of pictures out here. Occasionally you see them. I mean, what the real early stuff. Motorcycle type. Didn't you do one with Joan Namath?
Sure.
The motorcycle thing, and then you worked with Elvis in the early years, and you always played kind of the sex kitten. And you got tight into that kind of role for a while. It was difficult to get out of, was it not?
Well, I did. No.
Well, you know, this town actually kind of wrote you off a couple of times, saying, hey, that's all Ann-Margret can do is come out and shake her,
Feet.
Shake her feet.
Feet.
Right, or shake her seat, yes, of course.
Yes. But no, I did 1964. I did, let's see, Once a Thief, directed by Ralph Nelson.
Right.
I did, I did Cincinnati Kid.
Oh, that's great
I did
picture.
RPM.
Yeah.
Anthony
No, I'm
Quinn.
not saying you didn't make good pictures. I'm saying you made a lot of those kind of, what they call, exploitation pictures at the time.
Yes.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, was the Carnal Knowledge the first huge thing?
That probably was the one that most people saw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did that bother you during that period when people were saying, oh, that's all she does? Didn't bother me. What does that mean? It's just rhythm. Cheer up. You know.
I can't help it. You just make me...
Well, that's what I'm here for.
We're all going to miss you, you know.
What?
I couldn't believe it. I mean, did you all see that show, the 29th show?
Oh, come on.
Isn't that incredible? And every year I say to him, oh, it's better. Each year it gets better and better. But
When did I lose control of this interview?
No. It's just...
All of a sudden, I was just going somewhere, and you took it away.
You're going to come back and make appearances,
Oh, I'll
aren't
come
you?
back and do things. Ed says I can come on Star Search anytime I want. Okay, judges, what did he get? I'm sorry, here's the winner. Some guy who has a flute in his house or out of it will win, and I'll be out of business. Okay, I'll try something else now.
No, I just want to make sure you're coming.
Oh, sure, I'll be around to do something. What was I going to say? I forgot what the hell it was. You don't go out much, do you? You're very private.
Yes.
I've known you for a number of years. And you're married to Roger Smith, of course. I never see you around.
That's right.
You say mainly at home, or do you just do things privately, the two of you?
We stay mainly at home, and now we just bought a home in Aspen,
Right.
and we stay mainly at home there,
Right.
except for the skiing and everything. We have friends over, obviously you and your wife.
Well, not, what, a decade? Something like that.
Well,
I'm not begging again,
No, I mean,
but I'm going to have a lot of free time. Maybe a little barbecue in the old backyard?
no, well, this wife and you have not been to our house.
That's true. That's true. Got me again, kid.
No.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding
we
you.
would love to have you.
Anyway, you open, you're going to stay with us, aren't you? You don't have to rush off tonight.
No.
You're going to sit around. Anyway, before we go, I want to mention you open October the 22nd. You're going to be there for how long?
Through, let's see, October 27th, there are 2 matinees, Saturday and Sunday. And there are 9 dancers, 3 singers. There's 46 of us.
Motorcycles.
Motorcycles, film. There's going to be 12 Harley Davidson.
I've seen your show a number of times. You do a sensational nightclub act. You really do. It's exciting, and you perform. You're beautiful. So, what do you think? And now, we'll be right back. A cookout. That's all I'm asking. Barbecue. Hamburger. Nothing else. Okay, my next guest, folks, is, as I mentioned earlier, here's a bright young comedian who is back for his second appearance with us. John's going to be at the Dallas Improvisation October 15th through the 20th, and at the Comedy Corner in Tampa, Florida, the 22nd of October through the 27th. Would you welcome John Henton? John?
Hey, all right. My name is John Henton, originally from Cleveland, Ohio, and, all right, that'll work, yeah. I've been tripping out, man. I'm a big music fan. I was watching the MTV Music Awards. Did you see Prince? Just walking around, yellow jumpsuit, booty just hanging all out. Somebody got to help that boy. You know, because when he wears stuff like that, it reminds me of that song he was singing in '85 where he said, "Maybe I'm just like my mother." Yeah, a bit too much like your mama for me, Hoss. Put a little bass in your voice, act like your daddy a little bit, all right? No, I mean, I love Prince, but he always walk around half naked. I saw him in '81, the Dirty Mind tour. He come bouncing out in some bikini panties, a raincoat on, and high-heel shoes. And the brothers back in Cleveland, we wasn't ready for this. Because the announcer was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Prince." We're like, "Yeah, Prince, that's my boy. That's my old look, he got panties on, man." No, get your coat. I think it's time to go, homie. Strange, man. Music is weird. They got these little young groups out now. They got a group out called ABC. Little kids walking around. I swing my beat at the playground. You know what I'm saying? You know. I'm thinking kids 6 years old should not be this damn cool. Little boy walking around with a beeper on. Like, who the hell gonna beep him? Nobody but his mama tell him to bring his butt on home. You know? Music, man. One of my favorites is Bobby Brown. I like Bobby, man. But Bobby's a skinny little brother. And every time you see him in concert, every time you see him in video, always taking his shirt off. Always got his shirt off. The boy got the body of alfalfa for crying out loud. Talking about every little step I take will make your next step to the gym and work your butt out. Yeah, it's nice to be back here in Los Angeles, man. I like it out here because I've been traveling around. I've been going to small towns, man. I like small towns because when you go there, people come up and give you jokes. I was in a little town called Pikeville, Kentucky. Yeah, because they paid me. I went there. And usually if you go to a bar, restaurant, grocery store, you pay your money. People say things to like, "Take it easy, see you later." These people in Pikeville would take one look at my black butt and say things like, "Be careful." Went to a little town called Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Small town. And you go there, you don't expect to meet any celebrities. I walk into a club, I see this guy named Charles Barkley plays for the 76ers. Charles, big dude, 6'7", 260 pounds, biggest brother I ever saw in my life. Right next to him stands up a guy named Manute Bol. For those you don't know, Manute Bol is the brother from Africa, 7'7" tall. Legs big as me. And he walk around with a 76ers t-shirt on like we couldn't guess what the hell he did for a living. I mean, you're not going to mistake him for someone who works in the office, all right? Isn't that Mutombo from marketing? You know? See, basketball is cool with me. I like violent sports. Football I love, boxing, hockey. I like hockey. Because you can fight in this game, knock somebody's teeth out, and get a 5-minute penalty. What a bargain. Man, I'll be out there every game. Pow! And I'll be back in 5 minutes to whip your butt some more. Yeah, I'll tell you how I got into hockey, man. I was up in Canada. They were doing playoff season. They go crazy up there, man. I was watching, they got all these French Canadians playing, and you can't pronounce any of their names. Like the guy that plays goalie for Montreal. Last name is spelled R-O-Y. I'm thinking Roy. Silly me. Watching the game, the announcer goes, and another kick saved by Wow. Wow, what game you watching, man? That's Roy right there. Took me 10 minutes to figure out who Wow was. Strange stuff. Yeah, so like I said, man, I just travel around and I see some crazy things when I travel around, man. I get in a lot of trouble, too, man. Got in trouble with credit cards. 8 credit cards. Every one of them up to the limit. 8 cards, every one of them maxed out. That's why if I lose my wallet, I don't care. If you can charge something with these, well, God bless you. Go right ahead. Sometimes they help you out, though, man. I got a speeding ticket down in Mississippi. Yeah. And this man wanted his money right then and there. I said, hey, I don't have that kind of cash on me. He said, we take MasterCharge or Visa. And I'm like, hey, there you go. And I figured if I didn't have this card, I'd have went to jail. So with it, I bought my freedom. I thought that was cool. Just wish blacks had had that about 300 years ago, though. No, I won't be picking anything. You better take this Visa card and kiss my butt, man. I'm out of here. Yeah, strange things happening, man. Just got involved in this relationship, man, which is wild, man. Oh, this is stuff. This is good. Oh, yeah, this is good. Yeah. Say what? Ah, good. Ah, see? Very smooth right here, man. National TV, I'm smooth. Rico Suave. Got into this relationship thing, man. And it's scary, man, because there are a lot of things that guys cannot do when they get involved. Like, guys cannot get cold. You go out on a chilly night with your girl, she'll pull this on you every time. Woo, sure it's freezing out here. Let me have your jacket. Like what I'm supposed to do. Oh, here, take my jacket. I'm a man. I should not get cold. Oh, that's how it might work for some guys, but not moi. Young lady tried that on me once. She was like, woo, sure it's cold. I said, yeah, good thing I'm wearing this sweater. I'll be just about as cold as you are. And check the weather forecast and dress your butt accordingly, man. Strange thing. One more thing, I got to get out of here, man. I'm moving out to L.A. I like L.A., man, because you got aggressive women out here. You got pretty aggressive women. I was sitting at a club, sitting in the booth with my girlfriend. I see this attractive woman at the bar, and she's checking me out. She's blowing me kisses, licking her lips, and I'm like, yo, I'm kind of with somebody right now. I mean, where was you at last week when I was dialing 976 numbers, you know? And she kept on, man, just blowing me kisses. I'm like, yo, you talking to me? And she pointed to me and pointed to my woman, too. And I said, baby. I think this attractive woman wants to take both of us home, and I've never done anything like that. I think that's disgusting, 3 people in bed. I would never, ever do anything like that, unless, of course, you wanted to. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Yeah, he's here tonight, friends. BB just celebrated his 66th birthday. This is his current CD called There Is Always One More Time, and he's going to be appearing at the Benson and Hedges Blues Festival in New York, October the 18th, Chicago the 19th. Mr. B.B. King.
Hollywood and Vine, the Sunset Strip, they'll do you so wrong, you can lose your grip. Early in the morning, late at night, they'll do you so wrong, they'll do you so right. Back in L.A., working on a thousand lines. Back in L.A., wait for the sun to shine. Back in L.A., waiting on another line. Pick up the line. Ah! Way up in the canyon, where the hot winds blow. Way down at midnight, where them night hawks prowl. Yes, I hear the music playing all night long. Guess I'll stay in L.A. and sing this song. Back in L.A. Yes, back in L.A. Living down the line of crime. Back in L.A. Pick up the dime. Got to do the time. Back in L.A., living down the line of crime. Back in L.A., pick up the dime. Back in L.A., pick up the dime. Got to pick up the dime. Got to do the crime. Back in L.A. Back in L.A.
Please come over, John. Mr. B.B. King. Come on over here. Hello, happy birthday. You made it, huh? Marvelous. I just said, belated happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking about the birthday because I threw a couple of lines in the song tonight.
You did?
Quite a few.
Did he, buddy?
Well, I guess it worked out all
You
right.
go right on through it?
Right on through it, like this.
You know, that probably happens when you've done something frequently. You do it and you just go up for a second and...
Well, yes, because for one thing, I was thinking of one song that I had planned to do. Then we changed it at the last moment, and it was something else, and all of a sudden it said, boop.
Which one am I doing, huh?
What am I going to do?
Yeah. You still single now?
Still single,
Yeah.
all the latest thing, you still travel too much.
Yeah.
Only Lucille stays with me.
Yeah. I don't know why it is, but when people get 65 and over, they say, are you going to retire? You're never going to retire, are you?
No, not yet. I don't think that it's time. When you retire, you die.
Is that a fact?
And I ain't ready for that. You're not retired.
Call Leno, tell him it's off. We'll be right back. Okay, hey, this was fun tonight. BB, great to see you.
Thank you.
There's always one more time. I'm going to take this home and play it tonight.
Thank you,
Good
and
to
don't
see you again.
retire in a hurry.
No, you put me away already, John. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to
And
meet you.
Ann, October 22nd at Radio City Music Hall through October 27th, huh? You'll be a smash. Thanks for coming. Huh? Have a nice weekend, everybody. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Coming up next, Charles Grodin and Pete Rose join Dave on Late Night with David Letterman, followed by an all-new Friday Night Video.